So let's get it started. I'm going to talk about the second part of problem solving. It's called decision-making problems. So decision-making problems is the problems that we have, and at least we have some idea about how we can, hit to it and have some basic options and solution for these problems. And how can we distinguish this problem and differentiate between decision-making problem and exploratory? It's very easy based on this picture. If we have at least two ideas, two solutions, two options, we can put this question or problem to decision-making problem. And the main issue and the main problem of decision-making problem is that we have too many options, too many factors, and we don't know which one is more important and which one affect the other. It's kind of frustrating situation, and we are kind of confused, and we don't know which one has affected our strategy or business model. So the thing we have to do is simplify the question and the problem into the more important thing. And we have to categorize and structure the problem. For example, we have to categorize into low risk or high risk, short-term versus long-term benefits, or growth focused versus revenue focused. So in terms of being able to solve this kind of problems, we have to go structuring the facts and factors, and now, if we are PM, who is the great PM in this situation? Imagine that your team is going to discuss with each other, and they have a great discussion and brainstorming sessions together. And what's your role? What's your responsibility here? Your responsibility as a PM is that go for raw data. You have to go to open your laptop, open your MacBook, and go to your spreadsheet, go to your Excel, and look for some data. You're not responsible for this kind of brainstorming sessions in this position. You have to go to your Excel sheet and find some raw data. And more analytical skills you have, more chance you have to get the real response and the answer. So afterwards of these kind of sessions and brainstorming sessions, now it's launch day. You launch your application or your services, and then you're very happy with your teammates, and you celebrate this day. And the day after you get lots of reports from your customers and users, and you get loads of reports from your bugs, reports from difficulty that your user come across and face, and you're kind of confused, and maybe you angry, or I don't know what in this kind of situation, what should you do? And obviously, who is the great PM here? The great PM is that prioritize the bugs. Which one is the most important, and categorize the bugs, which one is that cause users, which one cause the company, the brand, or the revenue of company, which one impacts on your metrics, and in what scales this kind of bugs impact just one user, or many users are affected by this bug. Sometimes you just see that this bug is not important and you can pass it, and you just can consider this bug as label this bug as won't fix. You mean that you won't take your time to work on this bug because it's not worth it, because you know that it's not a crucial bug and you don't want to fix it anymore. But sometimes there are some bugs that you're going to fix it in upcoming weeks, or even in a day or 2 days, and some of them you have to deal with it with your engineering department or your development team. So you have to prioritize the bugs and based on the damage to users, damage to company, damage to metrics, and so on. And for example, ease of fixing, how much time takes to fix the problem and the bug. And finally, this process of prioritizing called triage, bug triage. The triage is by the way, is a French word, is in medical use and concepts, which there are many emergency patients and situations, and doctors are going to prioritize the patients based on the immediateness of the situation and condition of patients. So we are going to call this prioritizing process as bug triage. So, and in the end, I'm going to put this code from Lulu Cheng as a product manager or former product manager of Pinterest, as based on the last slide of my presentation. Follow your instincts. You never know if your ideas will work out unless you try them. Thank you so much. I think I can speak Farsi now.
Oh my gosh چقدر اکسنتت خوبه محمد رضا